Hello angels, welcome back to the Cosmic Taylor. If you're new here, hi, I am Taylor. I'm here to tailor you to your highest timeline. If you're not, welcome back. I just got back from the dentist today. They hurt my teeth really bad. They always do. Did you really go to the dentist if you don't come home with an aching mouth? Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyways. I want to do this reading for you. I tried to do this reading for you the other day, okay? I tried, but it was really, really messy. I ended up crying. I ended up, like, really falling apart over here because of everything that was coming through. I'm hearing the dam is breaking. The dam is breaking. So, I guess that means the dam is breaking, you guys. Fuck if I know what that really means. But I think you're finally opening up to receive more in life, just in general, just things that you've been wanting, things 111 on the timer, things that you've been craving, new beginnings, new places, new people, new opportunities, things that you've been really, really wanting for a very, very long time. All right. I'm literally being called to, like, I'm remembering a time where I was with my ex-friend and I kept talking about how I really wanted to make new friends, and I really wanted to make new friends, and I really wanted to make new friends. Like, it was just, it's been a long time, and I've, like, it's just an interesting thing, you know what I mean? Because it's like, that was something that I was talking about with her ages ago, and well, Spirit's bringing it back up for a reason. So maybe you're about to meet some new friends, maybe you're about to meet some new community members, maybe you're about to meet some new people. But the theme for this reading is time to act. 212 on the timer. What exactly are we acting on or acting towards? I don't know yet. But Spirit is letting us know that it's time to act. So, Spirit, angels, ancient ancestors, universe, spirit guides, higher self, Mother Earth, and God, divine beings of the highest light and of most unconditional love, what is the message for our beautiful collective today? Strength. Interesting. They really want to acknowledge you for how strong you are. Okay, 248 on the timer, exponential growth. You've been through really, really, really hard things, a very, very hard life, very, very tough times that have forced you to grow at rates that people shouldn't have to, period. All right, and I'm hearing, like, especially a child. So you could have gone through your most transformative years throughout your childhood or throughout your teen or younger years. It's 5:05 p.m. on my clock right now. Ugh. They really want to commend you. They really want to commend you right now because you are very, very strong. All right? You have had to do a lot. You've had to do so much to get to this point. And it wasn't easy. It has not been easy. It has not been a walk in the park to get to this point. Yeah, like, it was really hard. You barely even understood where you were going most of the time. 2 of Swords. You barely could even realize where you were going most of the time. Hold on one second. I forgot to take my vitamins. Okay. If you haven't taken your vitamins, go take your freaking vitamins. Okay, literally. I don't really eat meat. Not because I don't, like, it's not because I'm vegetarian or anything, but more because I'm autistic, okay? And so a lot of meats that people eat, like, I just can't fuck with. And it's only on, like, very rare occasions where I'm actually craving meat that I actually eat it. But I won't I won't eat it out in public. It has to be made, and it has to be, like, prepared in a very specific way for me to eat it and actually like it. So maybe you're the same. Maybe that's the way that you are too. 444 on the timer. But as I was saying, like, the way that you have had to go through things in your life all right? The way that you've had to learn these lessons, the way that you've had to defend yourself and protect yourself from people. 4, 5, 6 on the timer. People that were supposed to be part of your squad is what I'm hearing. Like, people that were supposed to be helping you, people that were supposed to be assisting you, they were pulling your hair. They were attacking you, they were squawking at you, they were talking in your ear and like getting you down the wrong paths in life. They were constantly leading you down the wrong roads and trying, like, I'm literally seeing from The Wiz. I just recently watched The Wiz for the first time on my vacation last week. So good. So good. Like that fucking scene. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But the crows that were constantly like tormenting the scarecrow, telling the scarecrow where like he could never escape, he could never get down from the post, no one's ever gonna help him out get down from the post, no one's ever gonna lead him down or take him anywhere, do anything, because he's stupid, he's a moron, he can't do anything, blah 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 blah. But the crows would simultaneously like make the scarecrow sing for them to entertain them, right? It's like, that's exactly how this was. It's like tormenting you was their entertainment, and watching you struggle was their entertainment. Watching you like fight 10 times harder to get as like half as far was their entertainment, because excuse me, confirmation burp, because they themselves, they needed the suffering of other people to feel better about the fact that they themselves are tormentors, the fact that they sucked and that their lives were just as shitty. You know what I mean? They needed that. It's so sad because I just heard someone say, well, I'm glad I could provide. And that's not, no, dude. Like, look, with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, look at all these other freaking crows, dude. Still talking in your ear, still trying to tell you everything, still trying to, like, make you believe things that just don't apply to you anymore, you know? Like, you're back here now. A lot of people think that you're here, but really you're back here now. You're at this point of freedom. You have released yourself from these burdens. You have released yourself from these liars, from these manipulators. You've really like forced your way back home. And you found that your home doesn't exist outside of you. It doesn't exist within a house. It doesn't exist within a person. It exists within yourself. You are a person, so I guess it does exist within a person. You. But, you know, a lot of people struggle with that concept. I won't blame you for that. It's okay. Happens to the best and the worst of us. But I will say, people really just wanted you to be blind to how abundant you are. 9 of Pentacles. About how you yourself are such a abundant flowing energy. You, the Queen of Pentacles, had so much to give, so much to offer. And like, these people noticed that, you see how her eyes are closed? They noticed that you were not aware. They noticed that you were not aware of how strong, of how abundant, of how beautiful you are. And they used that. They used that so that they could use you. That's fucking tough. All right. They used that so that they could use you. So that they could use your heart. So that they could use the well that exists within you, that pours out into other people and into everything that is within your life that makes it so abundant. 848 on the timer. It's interesting because it's like, I'm hearing words, they don't want your garden, they just want your roses. They don't want everything, like, they don't want to have to go through the process of making their own freaking garden. They don't want to have to go through the process of building their own freaking lives, of putting things together. They don't want to go through the process of, like, making compost, of digging the hole, of planting the seeds, of watering the seeds, of weeding the garden, of maintaining the garden, and only getting the flowers every so often from every few seasons. You know what I mean? Headache. Oof. 949 on the timer. They just want to take from you because that's how abundant you are. Your gardens are always, yep, the star. Your gardens are always blooming. Your gardens are always blooming. Always. Everything that you have, everything that you are, 1010 on the timer, you are always pouring energy out like this. And it is keeping a constant vibration of abundance around you. And people want to take that from you and squander everything that you are. They want to steal from you, and they want to destroy what makes you happy, your new beginnings, your new opportunities, the things that you've been fighting for this entire time. Because if you don't get a new opportunity, if they can stop you or prolong you, even if it's just for a little bit, then they can feed off of you just for a little longer. Spirit just said the tap is cut. Like, they're literally, I'm seeing somebody, okay, so you know, like, a water hose, like, that from your backyard, you know how it, like, has the tap that comes out of the house, and there's, like, the part that you have to twist the hose on? I'm seeing somebody untwist the hose, dropping it to the ground, and, like, sticking their tongue up the freaking, 1111 on the timer, confirmation, sticking their tongue up the tap to just try and get just a little bit more of your essence. Nasty, dude. Gross. That's fucking nasty. Oh my god. Because look, it's literally, it isn't doing anything for them. It's not doing anything for them. Like, it's not even a significant amount of energy. You know what I mean? Like, any kind of energy is a significant amount of energy, but it's not going to radically change their lives to go right back up to the 10 of Cups upright. They don't even realize that their 10 of Cups are already empty, that they've been flipped upside down. 6 of Wands in the reverse. They're not winning. They're not coming out of this victorious just because they're getting one extra drop or licking the inside of the tap clean. Ooh, 12-12 on the timer. I'm literally getting so icked out by that. Like, ugh. And, like, the cycle isn't going to be complete. The cycle isn't completing by them acting like this. The cycle is not completing by them taking your energy or taking what little energy they can get left. It's not happening, dude. They want you to stop moving forward. They want you to stop making progress so that you don't get this new beginning. It's interesting because the new beginning has come out as the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords so far. You hear how much nicer that? Yeah, they literally don't want you to move forward. They don't want you to move forward. They don't want you to get this freaking opportunity. Bro. Spirit is saying it's an inevitability. Yeah, dude. Ace of Pentacles upright with the Tower in the reverse. You're not losing this. This is I'm hearing this opportunity, these opportunities are a birthright to you. These are your birthright. The only way to stop these from getting to you is to kill you. And that's not going to happen because you are too divinely protected. Deadass, I have a freaking... Oh my god, I love you, Spirit. I have a video playing right now because I always have some kind of like subliminal or something playing on my computer in the background of these videos. And on this one, the one that I picked intentionally is Divine Protection. Be untouchable to chaos and 3D stress. Untouchable. Untouchable. Unfuckwithable. Bro. It's just insanity, okay? It's pure insanity. To think that you can do all that. To think that you would go that far. Like, not even you, collective. These freaking karmics. Like, and I'm saying you probably because we have some cross-watchers over here. Like, y'all, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. No. We're not fixing your life. We're not fixing your situation. We're not fixing your problems. No. You already put collective through enough. You put collective through so much that they are finding appreciation in the fact that they could at least entertain you while they tormented you, while you tormented them. They haven't done anything to you. Stop acting like they have. Literally quit it. You're acting like a fucking child. Oh my God. Pissing me off, dude. Actually irritating me, because it's like their energies keep coming through collective over and over and over again. They're actively trying to swap places with you, 15-15 on the timer, because they don't like where their life is at. They don't like where they are at right now in their own lives, and for some reason they think they can just make that your problem, as if it's your problem to take care of. Girl, no. Your life is your life, my life is mine. You need to affirm that, dude. Like, collective, you need to be so heavy in affirming your reality for yourself. You need to be so heavy in knowing who you are. You need to be so heavy in being authentic. Okay? And so if this is enraging you, be enraged. If this is annoying you, be annoyed. Because that's the authentic reaction that these people are pulling. Okay, and Spirit is saying the more that you give, the worse the situation gets, but it's a reflection. So the more you give, the worse the situation gets with you and them, yeah, but it's also going to go on the back ends of the shit that they'll have to deal with because of everything that they did to, I'm hearing, breed this kind of energy from you that is not yours to hold on to, you know? And the thing is, like, you're processing it all the same anyway. Like, you're still allowing yourself to process. You're not misplacing these feelings onto these other people. You're still taking this opportunity to be like, okay, why is this annoying me so bad? And it's like, oh, well, clearly because they did me freaking dirty. They did me wrong. They hurt my feelings. They betrayed me. They attacked me. They did everything in their power to try and belittle and disempower me. Of course I'm upset. Of course I'm annoyed. And the fact that they won't leave me alone, of course I'm annoyed. And, you know, it's like the fact that you can validate with that within yourself, and the fact that you can support yourself through that. That is how strong you are. These people can't do that. 17-17 on the timer. These people can't do that. Yeah, look at this. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups in the reverse with the Page of Pentacles. Like, they are having to hold on so tightly to what they have, and they have to be so intentional and very, like, they have to be so intentional and have to perfect everything that they are doing and saying. I'm hearing they're having to perfect their lies. I'm seeing blood spatter on this. Like, this person, I'm hearing this person is literally bleeding over this. This person is literally bleeding over this right now. You might be on your period. You might be on your cycle. Anyway, they might be on their cycle. I don't know. But it's so interesting because it's like this energy is like, bro, I can't. Like, they are falling into stagnancy because they cannot release control. 18-18 on the timer. They're falling into stagnancy because they cannot release control. They cannot let life just be. You're not on that. You're actively, I'm seeing you being brought upwards and like being pulled into a higher vibration, but you're looking down, you know? Spirit really needs you to turn around and to look up. Spirit really needs you to turn around and look up. And I'm hearing Spirit really needs you to intentionally change perspective. You need to intentionally change your perspective, intentionally switch focus. You need to intentionally switch your focus every single day. Anytime that these energies come up in your mind, or that these things, the things of the past, the things that hurt you, the things that tore you apart, the things that tore you down, you need to find a way to purposefully misdirect your focus. Misdirect? Hello? Redirect. They are literally... It's the fact that they think that if you are not focused on them, suddenly that means that you are not focused on the right things in life. Get out. So, Spirit, time to take action, huh? Which way do you want that? Which way do you want that? Which way do you want that? Which way did you want that? One more time with this one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask for some clarifiers for this because, like, I'm getting a lot of different things right now and I need it to be very, like, very focused. Please, Spirit. Very focused. Can you clarify the Sun, please? Alright, can you clarify the King of Wands? Can you clarify this Empress in the reverse, please, Spirit? Which way do you want that? Which way do you want that? Please be so specific, please. Thank you. And which way do you want that? Alright. I see. Yeah, I see. If you want to do it, gotta run it by me. Yeah, by me. I'm the boss. Stupid by, Lexa Gates, 2121 on the timer. I also saw 2112. Those could be significant numbers for you. Can you clarify this Queen of Swords in the reverse, please, Spirit? Interesting. Okay. So, time to take action, right? All right. This is making me feel weird inside. This is making me feel like, Okay, I am back. Sorry, I literally got interrupted like crazy there for a second. But I got some food. I don't know, but my brother also had to do some laundry. He hang dries his laundry, so yeah. Anyways. Alright, angels. You released the burden of carrying this person and carrying this person's secrets. You're the person, like, you're showing up as, there's like this Queen of Swords in the reverse energy being clarified by the Ten of Wands in the reverse and the High Priestess upwards, right? So the strategy was, at least the way that Spirit is saying it to me, I love how I keep putting on jackets because I'm getting like cold, but the second I start tapping into your energy, I feel like I'm starting to like overheat, overwarm. Too warm, it's too warm. I don't want these on my hair anymore. But, it's like Spirit was like, the strategy here was to have you, to present you like you were acting in an irrational or silly, 1, 2, 3 on the timer, to put it nicely, kind of way. To act in a way that made no sense, in a way that people would argue was stupid, right? Make you act in a way that didn't seem rational in any way, shape, or form, right? But that card being clarified by the Ten of Wands in the reverse and the High Priestess, it's because you knew things. You knew something that these other people didn't know, okay? You knew something that these other people that were watching you from the outside looking in, making these presumptuous assumptions of who you are, right? Making these accusations of who you are, they could not see what was happening on deeper levels like you can, okay? And so the action that was taken, okay? The action that was taken with the Empress in the reverse being clarified by the Eight of Cups upright, the Wheel of Fortune upright, and the Fool upright. You could not nurture these people anymore. 222 on the timer. You could not nurture... Hello? You could not nurture these people anymore. Period. Point blank period. You couldn't do it. Excuse me, confirmation burps. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Because the way that these people were living and moving and acting and behaving in their own lives, was reflecting directly back onto you of being like, I'm hearing of being an enabler, but you're not the person that was like enabling this behavior. They were enabling this behavior within themselves, right? But people wanted to project that onto you. People wanted to say that you were the reason that the like this, that, and the other happened. That you were the reason that all of these things were happening. And like, I'm hearing like, okay, that's interesting. So once upon a time, I gave a reading to a friend, or yeah, hello, 3, 2, 1 on the timer. I gave a reading to a friend for free, actually, which is like, I don't do that anymore. But I gave a reading to a friend where I basically told her and explained to her, like, you cannot work here anymore. It's like, this job, it's not working out for you. They are using you, they are abusing you. Like, and no matter what, even though I can clearly see that you are deeply invested in this job is not invested in you. The devil and the Tower card came out to describe the entire situation. And I was like, run, leave this behind, don't carry this with you into the next year. Let this go, find something else, do something else. Like, this is not going to be sustainable, it's not going to last, right? And Spirit just told me, like, as an example, I have no evidence if this is something that happened or not, but Spirit told me, like, the thing is, on each end of either if they did stay, right? If they stayed and everything went fine and dandy and nothing bad happened and everything stayed the way that it wasn't going to happen like that, point blank, period, because Spirit doesn't feed me false information. I don't feed you false information, is what Spirit just said to me. But more than that, they were going to talk bad about you, saying 444 on the timer, that you wanted the worst for them, or that you were actively trying to manifest a cataclysmic event for you, for them. Hello? Fucked up. And on the other end of it, if things did go badly, if things did go down that route where everything was collapsing and nothing was working out and everything sucked, everything was devil and tower energy, they were going to blame that on you, saying that you manifested that destiny for them and that you spoke that reality into their world and into their life. And if it weren't for you, then it wouldn't have happened. Either way, they were going to look at you like you were a villain. So you couldn't nurture them anymore. Had to walk away. You had to walk away. Because if you stuck around, you would be putting your own fate with the Wheel of Fortune here at risk. And the Fool energy here, you would have, 543 on the timer, you would have stopped yourself from reaching any of the new beginnings that you've been craving this entire time. So, the action that was taking place, like that had taken place, or the action that needs to take place, is this walking away, leaving this thing behind, leaving these people, leaving this energy behind. These people that they just want to use you as a scapegoat and blame you. Like, they literally only ever want to blame you. They don't want to actually help. They don't want to make things work. They don't want to do any of the work, period. Point blank, period. They don't want to do any of the work. So leave it. Just leave it behind. Just let it go. Like, respectfully, collective, if you are still caught up in like energy or relationships, or like if you're working at a job, or if 636 on the timer, or if you are literally just friends or in a relationship with somebody and this is the energy that they are feeding you in your life, 646 on the timer, you need to walk away from it. You need to walk away from it, because no matter what happens, at the end of the day, if you stick around, you're only going to end up on the same path that they're going down. And if they're already making you miserable, it's going to get worse. I'm not even going to say it might, it is going to, because Spirit is saying, like, everything that has been going on up until this point has been testing. It's all been a test. And not even the kind of test where it's like a final. No. A kind of test where it's like a pop quiz. And if it's been making you this fucking miserable this entire time when it's all just a pop quiz, I don't want you to reach the final. I don't want you to reach the final. Leave. Get out. We have the King of Wands being clarified by the King of Swords in the reverse with Judgment. Okay. Now this is where, like, this energy is coming in. Because this card fell out in the very beginning, but Spirit was like, hold on, not yet, not yet, not yet. And now Spirit is like, this is it, okay? This is it. 757 on the timer. The Lovers. How lovely. Oh, I almost dropped you. I'm sorry, it tried to flip upside down and, like, fall onto the floor, like somebody was trying to discard it. Like, there's, like, this energy of these people that are, like, still actively trying to get in the way of your life and trying to get in the way of your fulfillment. Like, do y'all not have anything better to do with your life? Actually. Oh my fucking god. But with this King of Wands being clarified by the King of Swords in the reverse and Judgment upright, the universe, like, the way the universe is wording it is the universe has found and picked something much better for you and someone that is much better for you, and that is the judgment call. That is what's going to come to you now, okay? That is the energy that's coming to you now, because the thing is, I'm hearing it's been a big debate or a big, like, fight for eons. Interesting. This is something that's been going on throughout lifetimes. 918 on the timer, wish fulfillment number. This has been a debate going on for lifetimes of what is better for you. You are a very big topic, collective. Like, the energy that you are in, the energy that you, like, emanate, it is a very, very big deal, okay? I'm not talking like, oh, it's a big deal, like freaking Beyonce. I'm talking big deal as in, like, this is, gods and goddesses are interested in this. They've been watching this. They've been actively, like, I'm seeing the freaking, oh my god, what's that one story? Oh my god, what's that one story? Basically, where Hera gave a man her divine favor, but because he went back on his marriage in order to benefit, he lost all of his favor. It's that kind of a situation where he was like this wonderful big warrior, and this woman was his wife, this woman that fell in love with him, was like this really amazing, very powerful sorcerer of sorts, you know what I mean? And I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but that's you. That's you. All right? You are somebody that is so divinely favored. You've had so many different kinds of energies and different kinds of divine beings come into your corner to fight for you, to bet on you is what I'm hearing, to, like, literally send you energetic help, send you assistance. Like, they have been working in your favor for a very long time. And this entire situation here with this King of Swords and this King of Wands, it's like 11:11 on the timer. It's like I'm hearing Spirit say they knew that no one would really ever be able to measure up to you, right? They're like, this is like, I'm not even trying to say this in a way that's like egotistical, okay? I mean it in a way of like, you and your divine authenticity, it's just so potent and so strong. You are just so naturally authentic, period. You don't change yourself for the sake of others. And if you ever have, that is a dead version of you. Beyond dead. You know what I mean? That's how this feels. Like, it's hard to find people that are really at the level that you're at, you know? And it's not just in the sense of authenticity, but it's in the sense of perspective and, like, wisdom, and just the fact that you've been able to detach as much as you have from this realm the way that you have. 12:12 on the timer with the strength card from the very beginning of this reading. You have had to do a lot to get to this point. A lot to get to this point. 12:21 on the timer. God damn. And these two characters, I'm hearing that they've been two people that have been chasing you. for lifetimes. Two people that have been actively coming after you, and I don't mean coming after you in the sense of like trying to come at you and like fight with you or like tear you down or anything. I mean come after you in the sense of like they want to connect with you. They want to be the one, all right? They want to be the one, okay? And it's funny because it's like the King of Swords had you in their hands. That's so funny. That's why the Queen of Swords is showing up in the reverse. They literally, you guys are a match. You guys are a pair, all right? You are, point blank, period. You're a pair. You are a match, right? In the sense of maybe you guys thought in a way that like was very similar. Maybe you guys had really similar ideas. Maybe you both were able to manifest things in the mental realm in a very powerful way, okay? Maybe you guys were both very strategic, very smart. Maybe the things that you guys did were very, rational, well thought out, very strong, very potent, okay? Temperance. Nice. Yeah, you balanced each other out in a way that you don't really see anywhere else, okay? And the Queen of Wands out here too, okay? Is that significant? No. Spirit is saying no. Don't grab that. They went, okay, now you can look. There we go. I love Spirit. But basically, this King of Swords had you in their hands and they got greedy with you. They got greedy with you because it was just so easy with you. There was a lot of ease that came into the connection that you guys had together. It wasn't hard. There was no issues, and if there were issues, they were self issues. They were not each other issues. 1441 on the timer. You were able to recognize that. They weren't. They wanted to blame you for everything. Like I said earlier, no matter how it went, no matter what happened, they would have wanted to blame you for it. I think it's so cute whenever I pin this shirt like this, but I also kind of really like it like this. I don't know. I'm so picky. What can I say? Indecisive. But yeah, like they just wanted to blame you for everything. They didn't want to take any accountability. 1515 on the timer. They didn't want to take accountability or responsibility for anything. They just wanted to blow over everything and pretend like just they wanted to fester on things and then proceed to find ways to twist everything off of them onto you. That's exactly why you're coming out as the Queen of Swords in the reverse, because if you look at it from the perspective with all the clarity and everything, it was very rational. The actions and the behaviors and the way that you acted, everything, it was very, very rational when you look at it from the perspective with all the clarity. They did not have the clarity. The outside viewers did not have the clarity. You had the clarity. You're the high priestess. You're the one that had the outside understanding. You're the one with the perspective. That's the reason why you are so wanted everywhere. Okay? I mean that. You not understanding in like 1616 on the timer, you not understanding and seeing the value that you have and thinking that you have a lack of value or that you don't have as much value for some fucking reason. People have brainwashed you into believing that for God knows how long, because maybe you're not the richest person in the world. Maybe you're not the smartest person in the world. Maybe you're not like the most powerful or influential person in the world, but you have something. You have the it factor, dude. You have something about you that makes it so people can never look the fuck away from you. People never want to stop looking at you. People never want to stop acknowledging you. People never want to stop thinking about you. People never want to stop when it comes to you, right? And this King of Swords, they darn diddly donded fucked up, bro, because they thought that like everything, they could do no wrong. They thought they could do no wrong. You might have encouraged that thought process. And I'm hearing because it's chess, not checkers. I'm hearing don't interrupt the enemy when they're making a mistake. Dude. And it's kind of funny because it's like you didn't even see them as an enemy, but like you only ever did what felt right and guided. That's all. You only ever did what felt right and guided. And this person only ever followed your lead. But the second you wanted to actually take back your power, the second you actually wanted to talk about, acknowledge, and face your power, they wanted to run the fuck away. They wanted to try and disempower you. They wanted to tear you down. They wanted to try to punish you for being who you are. Yeah, well, now you walked away. You're no longer there. You're not dealing with it anymore. And judgment call has come. The judgment call has come through. And now I'm hearing like a ding 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 from like a wrestling match, and I'm hearing next up, the King of Wands. How funny, dude. That's so funny. It's so silly goofy, man, because like this person that's coming in too, I really want to say, like, this person, they don't feel very serious. And I don't mean serious in the sense of like they're not serious about their commitments or their connections or their relationships. They're just very in flow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally seeing a fire, and it's like when a log rolls off of their fire or rolls away from them, and they don't actively go out of their way to push all of their fire to regain that log, you know? They just let it be. And if the log burns out, it burns out. If the log makes its own fire, it makes its own fire. It's not really something that... Oh my god. Sorry. I like putting my feet up on my bed sometimes. Excuse me, confirmation burps. But this person doesn't feel like as controlling as the King of Swords does. This King of Wands does not feel controlling at all, actually. This King of Swords is so obsessive and controlling, but this King of Wands is very just passionate and moves with the flow of life. And it's interesting because we have the King of Wands over here, and then this in the Lovers. With the long hair, like this person, like this King of Wands has gained a lot of wisdom because their main focus hasn't been having you. Okay, Spirit loves spilling the tea. Spirit is saying that King of Swords, their only focus was finding and having you. Whether or not they recognize that on some kind of level, that was their only focus. That was the only thing that they were trying to do. They were just trying to find somebody like you, not even you specifically, just someone like you. And this, like I said, this happened eons ago, right? And when they came across you and found you, they decided that you were it. And you were just, I'm hearing you were just minding your own fucking business as usual. And this King of Wands, like, this actually feels like a counterpart. Like, this person has been around for a long time, for as long as you have. Like, maybe a little less for as long as you have. You've been, like, I'm not 21 on the timer, specifically with around you or in your circles, okay? I'm not sure how old your guys' souls are. I'm never gonna try to estimate that. But this King of Wands came into your, like, energy, came to your soul a long time ago. And this King of Wands, like, I'm hearing Slow Burn by Casey Musgraves. Musgraves? Is that how you say it? I don't know. But yeah, they've just, like, they've been falling in love with you for eons. I don't know why that makes me want to cry. They've literally, they found you, they saw you, they connected with your light, and they were like, there is nothing else. It's only this. This is it. This is the only thing. Like, I never want to be in any other kind of energy. I never want to be in connection with anyone else. 22 on the timer. I never, like, and it's not even that kind of thing where it's like I never want to be around anyone else ever, but it's more of the situation of I as long as I'm here, as long as I'm with this energy, as long as I'm connected to this energy, as long as I am connected to this person, whether it's just in my mind, whether it's just in my body, whether it's just in my soul, whether it's just in my heart, whether it's a combination of the four, I will be content and I will be happy. And it's like this person is just genuinely so fulfilled by being around you and being in connection with you. Like, this person is genuinely just so in love with the kind of person you are, with your authenticity, with your soul, with your heart, with your mind, with your body. I don't fucking know. Listen, this is what they're telling me, okay? So I don't know, but this person, when they first found you, they just weren't ready for you. That's the entire thing. They just were not ready for you because you were on their path. 2, 3, 4, 5 on the timer, okay? You were on their path, right? They were not on yours. That's the kind of thing. It's like spirit introduced their soul to yours, or like allowed them to catch a glimpse of you once upon a time so that they could see what could be. You know what I mean? And at that very moment, like, that person, they didn't even, like, this soul didn't even fall in love with you. This soul fell in love with the authenticity, the potency, the truth of you, and they wanted that exact thing, you know? And so spirit has been sending them on a journey this entire time. They've set out on this journey this entire time of just trying to reach that, of trying to really like come into their own truth and accept themselves and love themselves and be true to themselves and be authentic to themselves, not in the hopes of being accepted, but in the hopes of being true, in the hopes of being their own truth, you know? And it's been a very, very long journey because, like, first they had to deal with attachment issues. They had to realize that they could not care about what other people thought of them. They could only care about what they thought of themselves. And then they had to deal with, like, familial attachments. Like, you know, like, it went so deep. It was not just friends or strangers. It was family. It was neighbors. It was, like, mentors. Like, so many things that they had to learn to detach from. And then furthermore, they had to learn about themselves, be curious about themselves, learn about who they really were and what truths they held within themselves that they were going to stick to. And then they had to learn the tests of integrity and being true to those truths, no matter how big or small the test is. 25:52 on the timer. No matter how big or small the thing to be integral to is. You know what I mean? And there were just so many freaking lessons that this person has had to go through throughout lifetimes. Like, so many deaths, like, of themselves, and even, I'm hearing, they had to watch people die too. They had to go through so much to get to that point. And spirit just went, they're here. Why do you have to say it like that? That's creepy. What the fuck? Maybe that does feel kind of creepy to you. Maybe it does feel kind of scary to you. Because, like, the idea of somebody like that coming into your life and actually being able to match you, that's scary. That's scary. Why? Because you're out here as the sun with the Hermit card. Look at you. You're just so happy and fulfilled on your own. You've never felt the need to have, or, like, I don't want to say the need, because spirit is like, no, y'all need this for real. But, like, you've never really, on a soul level, felt like you never felt attached to somebody else being able to see you. You know what I mean? 27 on the timer. That was always a heart response. That was always a mental response. That was always a physical egotistical human response, to be seen and understood. You know, FOMO is a survival instinct. It's because if you are excluded from the group, you are not going to survive. It's monkey brain things. And so to be seen is to live, you know? But on a soul level, you never really felt the need to be seen like that. No, like, just existing and living in your truth and expressing that truth is enough for you. You don't need all that, you know? And it's kind of funny because it's like, this is you, right? This is how you feel when you're with yourself. This is how you feel when you are in your own energy, when you get to explore, when you get to have fun, when you get to connect with yourself. This is what it looks like to the outside viewer. You glow with the sun within you, all right? You glow from the sun that exists within you. And Spirit is saying it's time to take action towards connection. I'm sorry, these messages are always for me too, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Ugh. Sorry. No, I like, and it's like one of those things where it's like, they're already here. Go answer the fucking door. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be mean. Like, come on now. Because, like, you've done so much to ascend to this point as well, where it's like, you are now in this space, you know, Queen of Cups, where you're not going to just accept any kind of behavior anymore. You're not going to accept just any kind of thing. You know what to invest in. You know what to look in towards. You know what to trust in. You know what to believe in. And these people, at least this King of Swords, nah, bruh. These outside observers, nah, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, they don't know how to live. They don't know how to invest. They don't know how to grow their own garden. They don't know how to get their roses, bro. They don't know how to get their roses. And you're like, I'm not giving it mine away, bro. Like, especially for free. You want some roses? It's like $20 a rose, okay? $20 a rose? Yeah, bitch. Do you see the line behind you? If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Go away. Oh my God. And it's not even to be like, it's not even to be like gatekeeping, but you know what it looks like when people use and misuse you. You know what it looks like when people use and abuse you. Abuse your energy, abuse your roses, abuse access to you. So you're just not doing it anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like, this person is on that same shit. They've had to go through the lessons to get to that point. And now, like, it's like throughout all of these years, throughout everything, like, they have been watching you, right? Throughout all of these eons, throughout all of these lifetimes, they have been watching you and learning from you. They've been watching you and learning from you and learning what they need to do and how they need to move in order to become a version of themselves that is like you, but not like you, like themselves, like you. You know what I mean? 3113 on the timer. They took inspiration from you so that they could become who they are now. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that entire time, they got closer and closer and closer and closer until, like, at some point, I'm hearing early on, 3131 on the timer, they got close enough to speak to you and to talk to you and connect with you. And you connected with them and you talked to them, but you recognized that there was still a very big disconnect to them from you on a very, like, on a grounded level, where they were definitely very grounded. They were very connected and in tune with themselves. And maybe you weren't as grounded as them, but you were definitely a lot more aware and a lot more, like, you were stepped 15,000 feet further away from the bigger picture so that you could see everything for what it was. You know what I mean? So you were still kind of in that energy of like, oh, well, we're not quite there. Like, we're not really connected like that, you know? And that's the difference between the King of Wands and this King of Swords. This King of Swords was also very grounded, but they saw things from a wider perspective. It's just that 3232 on the timer, they were not grounded enough to be able to recognize that the entire world doesn't fucking revolve around them. The universe, they are not the center of the universe, you know what I mean? And they could be the center of their own universe, but you are not going to be a planet revolving around them, you know? Because if they get to be the center of their own universe and you get to be the center of your own universe, you'd have to be circling each other like Pluto and Pluto's moon. But they were too stubborn. They couldn't do that. They were in a unbalanced, grounded energy. This King of Wands has now gotten to this point of perspective that they'll see you. They will see you, and you will see them, and you're gonna be like, ooh! You know? Because this is new to you. 33 on the timer. This is new energy. This feels very new. Very scary. Like, when I tell you I've never seen the heart chakra grow, interesting. The way I've never seen a heart chakra glow purple before, but I'm seeing it in my mind's eye right now. Like, that is literally your guys' connection. That is your guys' connection. Oof. And it's gonna come in at the most unexpected time. It's gonna come in at the most unexpected time. You're literally just gonna be having like a really fun, a really good time. And you're just gonna be really enjoying yourself, enjoying your life. And this person's literally just gonna slide up and be there all of a sudden. Maybe like 626 on my clock. And maybe, that's so interesting because it's also the 26th. So maybe June 26th could be a significant date for you. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god. Just go live. Just go live. 34:43 on the timer. If this is something that you want, if this is something that you want, and this is something you want to connect with, and this is something that you want to have, or something that you on some kind of level feel attracted to, go out and live. Go out and live and have fun. And like the funny thing is Spirit is literally saying to me right now, it's inevitable. You can't you can't avoid this. There's too much riding on this from the spirits beyond. There are too many people, too many beings that have literally invested in this to make this a possibility that like it can't be avoided. So even if it turns out that you don't want this, which I'm not gonna lie to you, collective, how the fuck would you, 35 on the timer, how would you not want this? Okay, I'm gonna be so for real with you. Like, what do you mean you, what? But I understand, okay? Just move at your own pace, do your own thing, be happy, and yeah, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Like, you don't got anything to worry about, sweetheart. Sunshine, my love, sweetheart, dearest. Just keep living. Just keep living. Take action towards... Spirit keeps saying, take action towards love. Take action towards love. Take action towards love. But don't get on dating apps. I'm hearing that very specifically. Don't get on dating apps, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Take action towards love, towards self, for self. And it will bleed out, and it will, like, that light and that truth from within you, it's going to attract this King of Wands in the same way it did the first time, all those ages ago. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Keep going. Keep going, all right? I need you to keep going. I need you to never stop, actually. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, game club. I'm hearing Ban by Swati, where she's like, what was it? Thought you were so slick, but you're slipping, yeah. Almost had me thinking you were different, yeah. Now I'm out here wilding with my hitters. Any last messages, Spirit? No? Okay, cool. I don't know what else to say. Thank you so much for being here, angels, and for letting me read your energy and do this reading for you. This was really fun and very interesting, and it's so weird how it evolved, you know? But I really love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys for being here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you would like to hear about in the future, and I will see you all in the next one. I love you so much. Bye.